What's up, guys? I am back, and I was thinking about some things. I know I just came out with a video about climbing the ladder. Trying to get into higher elo, some tips about that. But while I was, editing my video, I just couldn't help but think that I was leaving out something, and pretty much it's this thing about elo hell. Does elo hell exist? So I guess I just wanted to go ahead and give my opinion on it. So you all know that I've had plenty of stories about some stupid shit that happened. People taking champs and roles, they shouldn't have gone. People that started flaming and raging and eventually AFKing, and you've heard a lot of those from me. A lot of complaints about the system, and me saying I feel like the system's unfair, and just a lot of, if you want to call it, I don't want to say I'm bashing Riot, but just like I go ahead and I point out a lot of flaws that I feel like they could improve on, but it seems like they just ignore the fact that it's a lot of angry people. But if someone was to ask me, do you believe that there is an elo hell? Do you believe it exists? And my response, honestly, I could say yes and no. Now, like I said, I was, going on about, how some of my examples of, me and my struggles of climbing out of bronze. So I can happily say I'm in silver. I know it's not too far away from bronze, but you know what? It's a start. Next season I'll aim for gold. But like I said, I think it does, and I think it doesn't. I think it does because of the fact that I feel like the system is broken, and that unfortunately players are penalized for things that they have no control of. So like I said, things like some people, they just may decide to troll and pick some champs that don't go in certain roles, and some AFKs, and people may DC. So it's a lot of things. Like, if you were to think about it, if Riot was to go ahead and make some sort of system where people weren't penalized for losing the game, say if there was a DC or a troll, let's just say they only lost like maybe half LP, or a quarter of the LP is probably asking for a lot, but let's just say, like, you lose a game, instead of you losing 20 LP, you only lose 10. I mean, it's better than losing the whole 20. So let's just go ahead and take that factor, or take that possibility if Riot was to do that. And I'll just give a ratio. I'm just going to go off of how many games I've played. So let's just say I'll take 20 of my games that I've played in ranked, and I would say 5 of those games I had some sort of DC. So I know that may be, a big chunk, but I might as well just say one out of 4 games I will play in ranked. I may have an intentional AFK, or an unintentional DC. So let's just say 1 out of 4 games, okay? Now, out of those, 1 out of 4 games, that lesser LP loss could actually make a huge difference in whether or not, when a person is, possibly going into a series to get promoted into the next tier. And, it's like something as simple as that makes me say, I guess you can say that I believe that it does exist, because there's some circumstances we don't have control over, and then we get penalized for it like it's our fault. So in that sense, I believe so. So anytime I lose because of something that's not my fault, that's when I feel like I'm stuck and I can't go anywhere. And you know, it's frustrating as hell. Now, on the other side, I say no, because if you go ahead and take all the experiences you've gone through, whether negative or positive, but mostly didn't, if you take I'm just going to go ahead and say, you just take all the negative experience you've had in League of Legends. How do you react to it? And I'm serious. If you think about it right now, every single negative experience that you have had in League of Legends, how have you react to it? If that reaction caused you to have any sort of impact on your next games coming up, just think about it. And the reason I'm saying that is because, you know, like I said in my last video, I was talking about going on tilt and taking a break. So if you have a negative game, it's a lot of people, even myself. I've had bad games and I've hopped right back into ranked. And I've said, I'm not affected by it. I've said I'm okay. I said I can play some more. I'm fine. But the shit that happened 2 minutes ago, or a day ago, or, you know, however long ago, an hour ago, I can guarantee you that is going to affect your next game. So anytime you have a negative experience, whether it's, let's say, your team through the game, maybe you're winning your team through the game, or you actually did have a DC, you had someone that started flaming, you had a troll, and then you get into your next game, you're going to have that mentality like, oh shit, man, I just had this bad game, and now I'm at 20 LP, man. I can't lose this game. Oh my god. This and that. You know, I mean, you may not say it, but it's going through your mind. So you're going in, you're playing your game. Something bad happens. Let's just say the enemy team gets first blood. I mean, it happens. Just because someone gets first blood doesn't mean that team's gonna win. So, you know, you see the enemy team gets first blood, and then you say, oh my god, my top laner is just, they are terrible, they're already feeding. Or, you know, just, you know, something like that. So, how your mentality is, it affects, you know, your play style, honestly. So, I say it doesn't exist. I say Elo Hell doesn't exist because you kind of put yourself in it. It's something that you created. So, yes, stupid stuff happens. I understand that. But you put yourself in that position by allowing it to affect you. So it doesn't exist. Like, if you think about it, the whole term Elo Hell, it's something that's just made up because, you know, we feel like we're stuck. And it's like we're in the lowest elos. And bringing it back, now that I think about it, if you want to think of the league ranked community, think of it like a pyramid. And we hopefully y'all know what a pyramid looks like. But, you know, at the bottom, you're going to have, that's your biggest area. And as you go up, the sections are going to get smaller and smaller. And at the top, you know, that's the smallest. So if you think about the pyramid, at the lowest point, the biggest chunk of the pyramid, let's just think of that as bronze. And then we go up each tier. Each one of those is going to be, you know, your next, you know, you get your bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, you know, etc. So in that bottom portion, where a lot of people say they are stuck in Elo Hell, that's where a lot of the concentration of the league players are, as well as the largest concentration of trolls, the largest concentration of people that have probably DC'd maybe numerous times, that they've gotten lever banned, and, you know, probably even people that have just started playing the game and they're still trying to get a hang of it. Because I can guarantee you, well, I can't guarantee you, but depending on how fast of a learner you are, I don't think that there are any first year ranked players. So like, let's say if you start playing League this year and you decided you didn't want to get into ranked, next year you decide you want to play ranked and you get placed platinum. I mean, I'm guessing it happens, but then obviously if you continue to lose and get demoted, maybe that means you don't belong there. But I'm getting off topic. But you know, in those lower tiers, you're gonna have more stupid shit happen. You're gonna see more trolls, and unfortunately, since you're gonna be seeing more of that, excuse me, you're gonna go ahead and think that, well, wow, there is this community is terrible. There's so many freaking trolls. There's so many people AFKing, and then Riot's not even doing anything about it. Like, I mean, seriously, it's things like this I've even thought about myself. Like, you've heard me in my rants, like I just said earlier about, you know, how I feel like Riot can improve on some things, because, you know, when people get this mentality, they think they're stuck, and that's where this whole thing of Elo hell comes from. They have so much stuff that goes on, like so much bullshit that happens, that they make up this thing of being stuck in hell, in Elo hell, in the low Elo hell. So I say it exists, and I say it doesn't, because it's all made up in your head. But, you know, it's like that because, you know, we get stuck. And pretty much the only way to, I guess my only advice is to combat this thought of you being in Elo hell is to simply just keep playing and have the confidence that you're gonna move up. Because I can tell you my own story. Like, I honestly felt like I was not gonna get out of bronze for the longest, and I just kept working at it. I kept taking breaks. I would probably play a game, maybe, I don't know, depending on, you know, my win-loss ratio. If I lost maybe 2 games in a row, I'll probably stop playing for a couple days, not come back. So, you know, that's just me taking my own advice and me spreading my own, you know, personal experience with you all, because, you know, I know it's a lot of people out there that felt like they've been stuck. Probably a lot of people that are stuck in bronze, stuck in silver, probably even stuck in gold, and they feel like they can get up higher than that. But, you know, my advice is, seriously, you can't let it affect you. As simple as that. And I know that may be hard. You may feel like you're stuck. You may feel like that Riot doesn't care. I mean, it's a business. In all honesty, they probably don't. But if you feel like you're stuck like this and you feel like this game is being a chore, then honestly, maybe you shouldn't even be playing League anyway. Or I mean, maybe not that extreme. Maybe you just shouldn't play ranked. You should just play for fun. That's the whole point of the game. You shouldn't be playing because, oh, I gotta go ahead and get to such and such because, I mean, because what? You want to get into gold because you get a free skin? You want to get into plat and diamond because, I don't even know what the fuck they get in plat and diamond, but I never even looked at it. But, you know, you want to get into these higher elos because of what? Just think about it. You can't let the game be a chore. And that's really all to it. So, you know, to escape this Elo hell, I guess you could say, is all you gotta do is just have some more confidence in yourself. Don't let the game affect you. And if you need to take a break, please do, because it's only a video game at the end of the day. So don't let this made up concept of Elo hell stick with you and keep you there. Because if you go ahead and you start thinking you're in Elo hell, that's exactly where you are. And that's where you're going to stay until you break free of that and actually be like, okay, I'm better than this. I can hold my own and I can carry myself out of, you know, insert your Elo where you're at, bronze, silver, gold, wherever. And that's it. Simple as that. So, this turned out a little bit longer than I expected, but hopefully, you know, hopefully I can help somebody. You know, like, pretty much that's all my video. That's all I want to do with my videos is, you know, give my own personal opinion, give my own advice, and, you know, hopefully, you know, it touches somebody. I don't know, you know, I just want to, I don't know, but, you know, hopefully this video makes sense, and, yeah, I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.